There are two fundamentals to learning jazz harmony. First is thinking in numbers, and second is the cycle of keys. That's sometimes called the cycle of fourths, the cycle of fifths. All music is really a math equation. And with all math equations, it's a good idea to start with the fundamentals of the math equation. That's why we're going to learn today the cycle of keys. It's easy to do. So let's get started. To celebrate the launch of this series, I'd like to give you a special gift. I'm making my course available to you completely free. This course will help you to build one of the most important skills in music, the ability to play in all keys. Now let's jump into today's lesson. In this exercise, here's a good way to begin to learn the cycle of keys. I call it counting up by 4, counting up by 5. So you want to learn the cycle the flat way and also the sharp way. The flat way is counting up 4 notes of the major scale. So to review on that, you think up a whole step from 1 to 2, and then a whole step from 2 to 3, and then a half step from 3 to 4, and a whole step from 4 to 5. Now, once that is easy for you, let's move down to the bottom of the piano. We'll move around the cycle of fourths. So I'll go up 4 notes, whole, whole, half. So now I'm on F. I go whole, whole, half. Now I'm up to B flat. That's 2 flats. And I can go completely around the cycle. From bottom to top. I have an exercise called up 4, down 5. Now what I mean by that, if I go from C to F, I have 4 notes. If I go from C down to F, I have 5 notes. So actually, if I'm going around the cycle, I can go from C to F or C down to F. You can go up 4 or down 5. You can also do this in the fifths. You can go up 5 and down 4. So you could play all the way around the cycle in the center of the piano. Go up 4 or down 5, or up 5 and down 4. This is a very good exercise. Once you've learned that, and you can do it quickly, then I suggest you play triads. Now, we'll start with a C major triad in the root position, and I will play it around the cycle of fourths. Or I could play it around the cycle of fifths. You want to play this until it's automatic and it's fast. Okay. Once you've played this in the root position, play it in the first inversion. Then play it in the second inversion. Once you've done that, let's go to minor. Here's a minor triad. Play that around the cycle of fourths or cycle of fifths. Play it in all inversions. Then play the augmented triad, and remember the augmented triad is equidistant thirds, major third, major third. So it doesn't really have inversions. So we could play it in one inversion, just the root position. Once you've done that, let's do diminished. Now diminished is minor third and minor third. The best way to play a diminished is the diminished seventh. That means minor third, and minor third. That's called a diminished seventh. So I could play that around the cycle of fourths. Okay. So practice this every day until it becomes totally automatic and you can play it faster than you can think. The next step is to memorize the key signatures and the order of sharps and flats. It's not hard to do this. First of all, the key of C in either direction is 0. 0 sharps, 0 flats. If you're going around the flats, F has 1, B flat has 2, E flat has 3. All you have to remember is the number. If you're going sharps, G has 1, D has 2, A has 3, etc. So you learn the number. Secondarily, you should learn the flat row and the sharp row. The flat row is the word bead, B-E-A-D, and GCF. The sharp row is the opposite of that, which is F-C-G-D-A-E-B. Once you've memorized that, then you know the order of sharps and flats. So if you're in the key of A, you have sharps, F, C, G, D, A, E, B. You just do 3 of those, F, C, G. That tells you the order, and then you can learn to write them down or to recognize them when you open a piece of music. That's it. It's easy. I recommend you do this every day until all of the sharps and the flats are automatic. Have fun with this. I'd like to thank you so much for visiting my new site. I call this JazzFlow because it develops the skills. And you develop skills by practicing simple exercises, and you practice them over and over and over. And they're in your subconscious and they become a language. So I'll be giving you more lessons. I hope you'll keep your eyes open for them.